Hey, this is Berto. Welcome to another edition of Sling Paint. And this one, I'm going to be doing my Moralo Eval edition, Hound's Tooth. Did a custom repaint. We'll talk more about it in a few. Yes, I did. I said I was going to paint the ship red. I had one was already getting ready to be painted. I still have a third one to do. I'm not sure what the paint scheme's on that is going to be like. But I did paint an all-red edition Moralo Eval card, because that's the pilot card you get. Maybe I'll show the pilot card on here. Again, I had some fun with this ship. This ship was actually pretty easy to paint because most of it's all red. So I actually did the primer coat first using the Formula P3 white primer. Primered it all up. It looked like this. This is the third ship that I haven't done yet. Alright, primed it all up. Took my time doing the primer. Very important. Don't spray too much paint when you're doing the primer. Just take it easy, do coat by coat. I did like 3 or 4 times. I went outside and sprayed it and had some fun. And then I took the Evil Sun's Scarlet from Citadel, all right, the layer paint, and I just painted this whole thing red. That was this whole thing red. The only thing I did not paint red was where all the engine bay is, and if I take this bottom off, and also on the bottom. And what I did, you can see the wings, the details. Let me try to go slow here. Some of the things that you can see I did. I kind of added a lot of detail here and there and had some fun with it. This I actually took and did like a sepia color. A little bit different. I really didn't use the null oil. I used a sepia. I'm always going to butcher these names. Seraphim Sepia, which is a wash from Citadel. Love the stuff. Any of the wash that Citadel makes is actually really good stuff. They're all like Liquid Expert. I basically did that all in the engine area. I also did on the bottom here. I also did the same sepia, and then I took null oil, and when after that dried, I took null oil and went over with null oil. And null oil again darkens up, it fills in the cracks and crevices. Now, very important, I did null oil on this part, but I did 2 coats of null oil on this part. And you can see how this area is a little bit brighter than this area, and I did that on purpose. I wanted to kind of give a visual effect to it, that like add some depth to the ship. You can kind of see that this area is a little bit lighter as far as null oil usage compared to this area. I also had some fun with like adding the null area heavier in some spots towards the bottom where like maybe dirt collected after it was running off next to the bottom of a panel. And again, there's no wrong way of using null oil. I mean, you just slop it on and it just makes it look, interesting. I even did on the top here. Then I also went to town as far as colors. You can see I used some more additional red in some areas. The other copper color was actually the Hashut Copper. I hope I'm saying that right. Hashut Copper, all right, from Citadel as well. This is actually a layer paint as well, and I took a very, very fine brush, kind of like when I did the Falcon and also the other ships I use. I love this Army Painter Wargamer detailed brush. It's a very small brush. You put a little bit of that copper on there, and you just basically rake it right across, very lightly, right across the tops of where those looks like the copper piping is. You can kind of see I did here, I did over here, I did on the bottom here and over here as well. Again, I just had some fun with it. I also ran the copper up, you can see right there on both sides. I just had some fun with it. I didn't really use any dry paints on this. Not 100% done yet, but like I said, I think I'm close to done. If I come back to it and I want to do something else, I might tweak it just a little bit. The windows I've done the same exact way, basically null oil and the mixing medium gloss. This is the gloss stuff. Basically took a big heaping brush of this, put it on my mixing plate, took some mixing medium, a couple drops of that, mixed it all in, got milky a little bit, a little filmy, and I just dropped it right into the windows with a brush. Basically, this is exactly what I did. I took it was a lot of heavy paint on here and just filled it in. I didn't even have to actually brush all the corners inside because the paint transferred from the brush, all the liquid on here, right to the windows. And even if you go on the center bars on it, it's okay because you just rub it right across where the windows are, and the paint will settle. It's beautiful stuff. it will settle right in the cracks and crevices where the windows are, and it kind of gives like a little gloss effect. And also because the way I forget the term what it's called, how it pulls up onto the sides where there's like high points, it creates where the low points are. It creates almost like a different film color, so it looks like kind of glass is like tinting or reflecting. So it worked for me. I liked it. Again, I just had some fun with it. But yeah, that's my Moralo Eval edition houndstooth. And again, here's the one I did previously. All right, so I got two houndstooth. I have a third one that's being painted because I do run a 3-hound list. I call it the dog pound because the hounds. There's no teeth on them anymore, like on the top. I didn't really like that. That didn't really do anything for me, those teeth up there. So I just painted the colors I want. I think the third one, I'm going to go, I might just do the red tails to keep it consistent from the red tails, kind of like a Tuskegee Airman thing. And I just might basically keep the red tail, but do something drastic on the hull-wise. But again, the Moralo Eval edition. If you guys have any questions on what I did on this, like I said, it didn't take a lot of time at all. I think the most time was doing the base coat, again, because I had to keep coming back to it. But everything else was pretty fast and pretty easy. That null oil stuff and any of the washes that Citadel makes. Here's the Agrex Earthshade. I did some of that. No, I actually did not use Agrex Earthshade on this one. This was all null oil. Null oil, and I just dragged it across the back of the ship. And I just had some fun with it. You can see, like, on the back here, I did pull up too much. Again, if you like the video, like it below, share it, always share it. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And we go from there. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.